what we can do to answer what we can answer. Let us answer what we can answer. Unless things decide not to save, in which case we don't save. Huh, okay. I think we're good now. I think we're good now. Hey, MTG. Hi, Nima. Alright. So, the freaking huge update. Hey, Vank. Arnoldo. Fuse, I think, is not going to reset. Shops are all resetting. All the shops are resetting, so Guild Shop, Soul Shop. The question is Void Shop. If Void Shop resets, that's going to be really nice. Hey, Alexis. Hi, Neymon. So, I don't have all the answers, but we did learn quite a bit about how this is working. One of the big things that's pretty cool is that my cluster is not actually changing. Hi, Ruparelia. My cluster is actually not changing at all. Hey, Unnamed. So the math over there is ridiculous. They decided to merge by server creation time, which is fine, but then they did some weird things where they're staggering it all. And, oh shoot, I didn't make this easily zoom inable. Where am I from? I'm from California. Wait, why did that... Huh, Restream decided to just send a random message in there. That's weird. I don't know why they needed to tell me that, but... Okay, so, text version. Should I take the text version? I want to keep this, but I can use the text version to make it a little bit easier. Let's see here. Let me see. Yeah, I'll your dream place. California is pretty nice, I guess. Okay, let's copy. Well, okay, we'll just leave it because quite honestly, the number details are not that important. They're really not that important. I think it's going to be very interesting. And one of the major questions is then going to end up being, from this chest, who do we take? And this is going to be one of the hardest ones to answer, I think. Should you replace Luna with Veg? Yes. So Nima, about that, Taptap has said here, they will send everyone 100 event items. So yes, it hurts your idling, but you should end up with a net positive. And honestly, with this, I believe everybody's going to reach it for free. But also, I know it's a little bit hard to read. So they're doing another login event for 3 days once the servers have merged. And we're getting 5 more Phoenix Stones from that. Hey, Sarab. So that one is pretty interesting. Oh, I know how to fix it. So it looks... So, okay. So day 1, you get Phoenix Stones. Day 2, you get a 6-star chest, which is basically... Oh, not this one, sorry. It's this one. So everybody will get this, which is 6-star fodder, any faction you want. You know, take whatever you happen to be needing at the time. And then day 3, you're going to get this chest. So everybody must get this chest for free, which I think is pretty awesome. Hey, Andrew. As a quick showdown summary, I did manage to pull one pretty cool Pokemon card today. I was streaming earlier. It's not a super expensive one, but I really like it because it's all rainbowy. So this one is going to be interesting. I think... Hi, Zero. So basically, I was just going to go live for, I don't know, 30, 45 minutes to see if anybody had questions about super shiny. Honestly, I don't recommend people focus on Yig. Vank, if you only have one copy, you shouldn't open this chest. You should wait until you get more copies. So this is going to be the general answer, which is if you're not close to finishing them, wait. And even if you are, decide who is the most effective for you. Of them, we know how good Valkyrie is, we know how good Lorelei is, we know how good Arwen is, and we know kind of how good Hodor is. I think those are the four higher priority, followed by Phoenix and Yig, followed by Aegina, and Watchmen honestly is not a faction, is not a choice. I don't think you should open it unless you're really close to finishing them. Let me see if I can write that. I'm telling you now, Vank, having 2 copies of Valk, wasting this chest to get 2 copies of Valk without knowing when you will ever see a third one is a bad choice. It's just not a good choice. Oh gosh. All right. Okay, so I put on this. Oh god, it's hidden under the thing. Oh god, it's hidden. That's so annoying. Alright, let me move that up then. Let me move that message up. There, now it's on top. Okay, so here we go. Vank, that's correct. Paratosh, I really think you are one of the only people that's very interested in the cost of Tears of the Goddess alone. Gay Horse on a Stick, all servers are merged according to this, which means for the ones that are not mentioned in here, all GTs are becoming GHs, but we don't know which iOS servers will be merged into it. They didn't give the full announcement, so we probably won't know the full details, but Jose, yes, you cannot play right now. 12 hours. For new players, you should hold. Don't open the chest. We'll say that. Hey, Qatar. There's no point. It's the same thing as using moonstones. As if you're going to use moonstones on your first or second copy of a hero, it's not worth it. It will not help you in the long run. So the merge is pretty cool for me because my cluster doesn't change. But I know people in the GS 1 to 8 cluster were looking forward to playing with us. And then I don't. And that's not going to be happening. Zexanoth is not food. Drow kind of is food. And Saizo, I really think Saizo someday could get fixed. I don't want to fodder him purposely yet. Hi, Daniel. So, again, We are getting 100 event items extra, so we're losing probably 50 to 60. We're losing probably 50-ish from the lost hours, but we're gaining 100. So I think it's safe to say we will all reach the Phoenix Stones for free, and that's a nice change, or it's a nice thing from them, but we'll see. But also, if you are VIP like 5 or higher and you have 12 hours alt or idling time, you may not actually lose anything, which means the 100 is 100% free. Qatar, so you play on iOS, right? They have said that cross-platform login will not change. You will not be able to log in an Android account from an iOS phone. So, using Android iOS, you will still be the accounts will still be separated by how you log in, but you will be playing together. Which means that you cannot take an iOS account and put it on Android and get all the auto click. I didn't save it, but they also said they were gonna lower. Oh no, it is there. The auto click. They're going to do something about the auto click, but we will see how that goes. I think that it makes sense to merge like this, but I really wish they had been more straightforward about it. I don't know why there's so many skipping in the middle. It doesn't make sense. And I also really want to know what's going to happen to peaks. Your guess is as good as mine. Honestly, for the first 2 or 3 weeks, I think peaks ranks are screwed. I think it's going to be literally everyone in the game in the same stuff. Ninja Sun Android had about 8 months, 9 months before iOS was added to the game at all. Nathan, they give food heroes. They give this, which is just a fodder. So this one, it doesn't matter what you take. Take whatever you need. And Sanasam, they mention an elite chest, and it's this chest. They will give you this chest on day 3. And so I have notes over here, which I think is the safest way to organize it. So all shops are getting reset. So Soul Shop, Guild Shop will be reset. So if you wanted to buy another copy of a hero, you won't have to pay to reset them. We will find out if the Void Shop resets, but that's going to be nice if it does. GT54 will probably merge with GS 40 something. 30 something, 40 something. GT 17 to 24, they have one mentioned there. So GT 18 is merging with GS 9. That's going to mean that there's at least a couple in there that will merge. So probably we'll see GS 10 or 11. The chests are no time limit, yes. So it'll be like having hero shards in your bag. You open it whenever you need it. That's a big yawn, Teddy. Is Yig T4 S tier or A tier? He is S tier when he works and F tier when he doesn't. And you have no idea which one you're going to get when you fight with him. Nathan, that's correct. That is the server date, the creation date of the server. Which, as you can see, GS1 2018. Oh, so it's like 10 months. Maybe more. It's like 10 months. But then the other thing is that since players may not join at the same rate in iOS and Android, the the fill rate is not quite the same, or was not the same before. Which actually was it last? No, it was Vandet that was trying to work out an algorithm for it, and I think that's the part that he missed, is that somewhere in there is a server that was created that was delayed in creation. Hanson's, it's worth it if you think you need Phoenix Stones and you think you'll reach them for free. Otherwise, no, it's not. Because what is it? It's like 5 gold keys and 2 miracle eyes for 3,000 gems is not worth it. Guilherme, why not all 3? But yeah, Wolf Rider, Lindbergh is probably overall better, but he is a little bit trickier to use because if you don't optimize for him to like blow them up in turn 2, he's probably just gonna die. Wenlock, I wouldn't. 10-star Valkyrie is not a major change, is not a major upgrade. 0, auto-clicking is kind of it. Otherwise, you wait for an event that gives you lots of gold, and you use that to buy purple. Purple is just slow. A 1-server merge? What do you mean 1-server merge? Nathan, the thing is, the GT merges were all in... scheduled. This one is major and completely unrelated to the schedule of the big merge, of the small merges, I mean. This one was just going to happen whenever it happened, whether it be right after or right before a normal group merge. Arnoldo, we can assume that probably we'll get GT 10 and 11 in our cluster. And then probably 12 and 13 will be in the next cluster, 25 to 32. But I don't have that answer. All servers merge in one server? The game would have to be really dead for that to happen. Bale or Themis after Kurt? Bale is generally better. Themis is a little bit unreliable. Can Aegina replace Chesia? No. Aegina has no energy denial. She comes with a lot of silence and a little bit of damage, but Chesia is the one that holds them off of getting energy for free. So my cluster, GT 1 to 8, is not changing. Nobody is joining, and we are not merging or anything. My cluster is getting 0 benefits from all of this, which is good for me, I think, because I'm not ready to play with more. But I mean, people were looking for expanding our what's the word? Expanding our arena. It's because GT 1 to 8 was created so early, they are merging based on age of the server. And I know a lot of people were ready to come and beat me up. Poly G, that's what it's looking like. No, everybody's getting a reward. Everybody playing will get this reward. But I'm just not, like... I don't know, actually. I assume we will. We better. They're still changing me to a GH. That means they're still redoing the database to face the new servers, or to face the new system of servers. 6-star fodder for Freya or Verthandi. Take whichever one you happen to need. Whichever one you happen to need. Okay, I'm going to add this for fun. This was kind of cool on the other one. I kind of liked this. I'm going to keep this. I'm going to keep that. It's kind of cool. So yeah, we will all get it. The thing is, this update is not like a simple update that they can roll out. This is a major, major upgrade to the entire frame behind the entire backbone of the game. They were never prepared to merge these servers, and so this is a complete redo. That's why it's taking so long. New what? New? I mean, yes, I was ready and willing to deal with new players, but it turns out that I don't have to. Hey, Bulldog. Jay, that is this chest right here. These are soul carriers. They're basically fodder. Which you might have seen these from Breaking Down Heroes. And you can choose whichever one you want, Heaven and Hell even. But I don't think anybody that's past like a 9-star team needs to do Heaven and Hell for that one. So it's just whoever like, oh, I'm working on 9-starring a Centaur for fodder, I'll take the Elf kind of a thing. The servers, when the server is actually live, is probably when I have to leave to work. Okay, the day 3 reward is basically what that message over there is talking about. Everyone gets this chest and you get to choose these heroes. You get to choose one of these, which is really nice because they try to charge $70 for this list of heroes all the time. How much time left? Oh, you've got about 7 hours. I won't be awake. And I get up so early I will not be able to stream. Like I've been saying is I did get a new job and so I'm up and gone early. I can't my streaming schedule or my early morning schedule is completely off now. The order of the elite chest in chronological order? No. It's the 4 newest heroes, and then these 4 are just like decently strong heroes. Because when Valkyrie came out was with Drow. And then the undead at that time, I think it was Aegina. But Lorelei, I think, was not in the same cycle as Valkyrie. Lorelei came later. So long for short, you are one of the ones that should just wait. Just don't open it. I'm going to be opening it for Arwen because I have 8 copies and I really want Arwen. But if you happened to pull for... If you happen to pull for Hodor or Arwen, you can go ahead and pull those. Your free keys, your co-op, a lot of things are going to change. Like, there's going to be... It's going to take me 6 weeks to make the Arwen. She's only 9-star now. But it gives me something to aim for, so that at least gives me a goal. And I need the goal. Yeah, Nathan, that's not quite how it worked, though. Like, Phoenix and Valkyrie are out of place in that list. You have a 10-star Aegina stuck. Aegina is still worth keeping. If Hodor becomes more common, Aegina is going to become a lot better. Hey, Roman. So I don't think anybody should be worrying about Aegina. The problem is that she doesn't I don't know. She's not super strong right now. If they change they're not going to change the heroes in this chest specifically, but they may send out a different chest with new heroes, and that's just going to be another spot in your inventory, which doesn't matter because who cares? Vank, an 8-star Valkyrie is not going to help you. You're just going to be stuck with the Valkyrie that can't go higher than 8-star. It's not worth it. Oh, I see what you mean. I don't know if that is true either. Because Lore was on a different cycle, wasn't she? Lore was on the cycle with Kurt, but... Oh, no, that is true. Yeah, I guess that's true. Aegina and Lorelei were on the same cycle, and then it was Detlef and Drow in the cycle with Phoenix and Arwen. Or not Arwen, Valkyrie. You have 2 Valkyries? Well, then you don't have to choose the Valkyrie from this chest. So it is actually complete chronological order, it's just skipping a bunch in between. So it's skipping... Who is the Horde? Kurt. It's skipping Kurt. It's skipping... Watchmen, not Watchmen. God, who is the Alliance? Sizo? So Kurt, Sizo, Detlef, and Drow is who it was skipping. Well, Kurt was always too expensive to be put in a chest like that. Yeah, Martin, I mean, this is kind of my core playtime too, so... Luckily, I finished all my dailies, but... Then it resets. Gion, so the last time they reset the achievements, they reset it because they added new ones. So this time, because they're not adding new achievements, I don't think that they will reset, but... It's easy, it's nice to dream, and so we can hold on to high expectations, but I would think that unless they really told us outright that things were going to happen, they're not going to happen. So they have told us that shops are getting reset. They have told us that auto-click is changing, and they've told us kind of what they're giving us, but we can't really expect them to change anything else outside of that. So they won't change peaks, they won't change the achievements. How long have I lived? Over 35 years. And Roman what? It's Dro. Ten-star peaks. No, I meant they need to change the ranking. Because now that everybody's together, now you have to get top 100 against literally every other player in the game instead of only players on your platform. So that is kind of ridiculous, to be honest. So everything you thought you were doing, if you were ranking top 500, now you're going to be fighting for top 1000. Ash, they are currently under maintenance for the iOS Android merger, which is what we're discussing. Vank, I've been playing for 3.5 years. Sean, which heaven and hell? When they say heaven and hell, they mean the fodder. They mean this, is that you can take heaven and hell fodder. Hey, Chari. I'm going to rename this. so I don't keep mixing them up. The chest will... No, the chest is going to go into your backpack, yeah. So it'll look like the chest up at the top, and then it'll look like... when you click on it to open it, you can choose one of the 6 from the bottom. Ash, it's looking like the maintenance is going to take another 7 hours. This is a major, major change to the game, and so it's going to be very long. Is Vivian a god hero? Not a god hero, but she's a good hero. Casey Jones, Kurt is a really bad first T4. Really, really, really bad. Like, super bad. The point is that Kurt, it gets stronger by having heroes fire before him. And if all of the rest of the team is 9-star, 10-star trash, they won't fire before him, and Kurt will be weak. He's not going to one-shot anybody. Gian, currently, if you have an account on, let's say, T1000 and no, T1001 and T1002, and you get merged into the same cluster, into the same GT, it will you have the option to choose from both of them. So you will be able to see 2 accounts from, you'll be able to see it. It'll be like GT 120 something, and you'll have 2 accounts to choose from. So you'll keep both. Okay, Casey, you said first T4, so that's kind of tough. Vank, take whichever one would help you right away. For the carrier chest, it literally doesn't matter what you take, because all of this depends on who you're building right now. Aza, Veg, Lore, Kurt, Skuld, Valk. I would say Veg, Valk, Kurt, Aza, Lore, Skuld. Only 9-star Ripper? Ripper's a good early 9-star at least. Arnoldo, but there's a lot missing. So if you look into it, GS9 moves into GT18, but GS14 goes into 32. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. Okay. No, but see... Huh. Hold on, hold on. I'm gonna type that out. Now I'm kind of curious. Is that true? Shoot, Medusa is definitely fodder. Let me see then. Does that work? Alright, let's see here if this is true. No! I can't type. No, Arnaldo, it doesn't work. Because then GT29... Oh, wait, no. So now I run into a gap. You're off by 1. You are off by 1. So 23. So, okay. You're off by 1, which I think is what Vandet was coming at. So basically, by your math, GS12 would move into GT27, but GS13 goes into GT30, and now you've got a space. Why is there only GT31 between those? If you continue your math, I understand, but you're off by 1 server. There's a lot. So basically, can I show this? How can I show this? Let me see if I can figure out how to show this. Let me show you my math. Let me show you the math that I came up with. Oops. So here is the math based on Arnaldo's. Now, I didn't change the dates and all, but this is on his numbers. And if you can see here, the gap in GT30 and GT31 doesn't make sense. GT32 should have gone into like this. It should have been like this. But it's off by 1. The pattern does not fit. So let me break it down the way that he did it. So the pattern breaks on the very last one, as you can see. So if we go by his numbers, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, the pattern loses itself at GT31. Vidya Cigar, the big update is coming. This is the merge from iOS to Android. Merges were always going to make it harder to place. That has been something that's been established from the very beginning. Is you're playing against 8 servers worth of people. And so they needed to do that. They've always needed to do that. The elite chest is going to be this chest, where you can choose the heroes. They are doing a 3-day login. Alright, Arnaldo, tell me where this is wrong. Okay. Well, it's the same thing. Come on. I didn't bother fixing this, but you know what this means. There, all the numbers are fixed, and it's still wrong. Prejudice, all servers are merging, or all servers are changing to become this new GH server, but the numbers aren't quite right. Hi, Julius. What do you mean X3 chest? Let me also remove this so it's a little bit easier to see. You'll only get one of that chest. You get 3 days of rewards. Day 1 is Phoenix Stones. Day 2 is a 6-star fodder. Day 3 is that hero chest. Hey, Drogenis. Oh, I could have done this so much an easier way. Oh well, too late. I did it. Here. Here now it's easier to read. Hey, Birdie. So this is where your math breaks down, Arnoldo. By GT31, it doesn't add up. Hodor is better if you pulled for him. The update ends in about 7 hours. For 10 stars? Then you shouldn't open the chest. It's not worth it to open the chest. Vank, that's been answered like 10 times. The chest will not expire. Huh, let me see about that. Hi, Kubakia. Let me... Oxygen battles end after this update? No, why would it? The Oxygen Bottles event doesn't end for another 4 days. 3 days, sorry. Okay, let me see here. So 3 that would mean that GS16 is getting a merge. Hold on. Let me extrapolate that math a little bit. 10? No. Oh, no, because 10 is getting GS1. That's not right. That's not right. That's not right at all. 8 to 16. Because the cluster from 8 to 16 is getting 7 of them. Or no, 8 of them. Wait, what? That doesn't even make sense. The ... changes the pattern. But then what is the pattern after 34? And then why would they... Oh. Wait, let me see here. So that does kind of make sense. Kubakia, that is untrue because they're... Oops. They're going to give you 100 for free. They said they were giving 100 for free. So you will gain some extra here. But see, Arnoldo, there's one thing that I got to figure out. Okay, let me add this up. Okay, let's see here. 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so this is this. Something is wrong. Something is very wrong. Okay, let me see here. So then if we split it like this, okay, let me see here. So if we split it like this, oops. So if we split it like this instead, like this, then it, I guess, comes out to make more sense. Oops, it's a little bit too big. Okay. Okay, so then, so basically the first 8 all get merged into there, and now it's 3 into every cluster of 8. Now where they put them will completely... Okay, so then this happens, and then after 34, it all matches up, I guess. Now, I'm not going to go all the way down, but I assume that's going to go all the way up to GS63 on the announcement. So I guess it's very interesting. I guess... Okay. This is speculative, but it seems pretty close to what they gave us. I mean, things could be shifted by 1 or 2, but the grouping is correct. You are on GT8. Your server will be GH8. Alright, so now I'm going to actually... I'm going to go ahead and extrapolate from this. Oh god, I'm just going to use Excel. No, I don't want to use this. Excel is... Here we go. There we go. Okay, let's see. Paste. Okay, so let's see here. So 9 gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, come on! 6, 7, 8. Okay, in which case now we have 9, 10. Let me make sure that this is right. Come on, I cannot type numbers at all. So I'm actually testing something in Excel, which is going to be very manual. So this is going to be 17. And then this is going to be here. So this will be 20. So we're saying that... So let's see if Vandit is right. Wait, 48, 49. Then what? 50, 57. So this one's 26. So I see GT 26 would go into 61. Wait, what? This doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense. This... I'm trying to lay out all the math, and so this is 32. No, Arnoldo, based on your math, GT32 would be going into GT89, or not 89, into here. 81, 89. So it actually, so it's not quite right. It's not entirely right. Let me see if I can show this. Hi, Eve. I don't know if I can show Excel. Just nerds doing things. Yeah, so his numbers don't add up. I just copied and pasted all the way down. So they work up to 24, is they don't work up to 63. I'm not labeling anything BIOS. So here this would be 15, this would be 16, 18, 19. Why is it flickering so much? I don't know. So it's not quite right. So at least one of these clusters is going to get a complete merge of GTs. Yeah, okay. So he solved it for this cluster. He solved it for this cluster. So it doesn't make sense. Well, this is here or something. Why is it blinking so much? Stupid Excel. Stupid Excel. Anyway. Huh. It blinks every time I click. That's kind of dumb. It blinks every time I click. So basically his numbers don't work. They don't work. There's no way to get... The flickering is just because Excel is weird like that. I can't do anything about it. But according to that, GS 27 would be here in the 73 cluster based on that numbers, and that's not right. So basically this, oh god, this whole starting date is entirely objective because iOS servers I don't think opened at the same frequency as Android. So let me see, if I were to change it to 4 per cluster at some point. So if I did this, if I made this 18, if I made this 18, so that's 22, that's 26, that's 28, that's 32, that is 36, that's 40, and that's not even right, because that means this is 41. So there is going to be, it's completely random. It's, the first two are 3 per, but after that it's like, actually let me see, 1, 8, 9. What if, no, this is 18 apart, but it eventually becomes 26 apart. What if it's 5 per? What if we did this? I'm not making this, I'm just keeping them separate for myself like this. I'm just doing it, I'm just throwing out numbers right now. So this would be 24, 29, 34, 39, 49. This is still 50. Doesn't add up. Doesn't add up. It is Soul Carrier, so yes, it's food. You do not get to choose a hero. So there's no way to make this math work. It does not work. And the flickering is pissing me off, but there's nothing I can do about it. So that would make GT89 merge with 50. This would be 50. And so that doesn't work either. So it could be 6 each. 6 each would probably do it. No, 7 each? 7 each would do it. 7 each probably does it, and then... Hey Densetsu, we are randomly doing math right now. So this is 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, 63. So this would actually be 63. So I'm off by 1 here. So this is what Vandet is saying, that he's off by 1. So somewhere in the middle, there's going to be one server that has 6 of them instead. I think that'll be all you get. Yeah, okay, we're speculating today. Today we are just speculating. I mean, all we have to do is simply say on this day there was no server created and delete it here, and then that shifts everything up by 1. That's all you need. 1 server missing. So, this is so random. For here to be 1 to 1, for here to be 3 to 8, and then you just jump into 7. Is here where the game started really picking up? Which is 2019. It's not even right. Alright. So anyway, Arnoldo, as you can see, your math is GS27 would probably be... This is going to be 28. So you're in this cluster. The GT 41 to 48 cluster. Most likely you'll be on 46 or 47. So this is where you would be. Somewhere in this cluster is where you should start looking into. We can even type that out. GT72. See, GTs don't change though. GTs remain the same. So the GT is the core server and you don't change. It's only the GS that get merged around. So every GT is going to become a GH on its own. See, Vanded, how do you get 50? Unless you... It's possible he could be here, but I would say more unlikely. Okay, well then you're in one of these 2 clusters. We don't know which one. It's easy to say that it ends here. No, I mean, I think it's unlikely, but it's possible that something happens here and this is 26 and this is 27. But it's unlikely. I would say more likely he's going to be in this cluster. No, the GSs are all merging into a server. Every single one of them is merging into a server. We just don't know which ones. So for the people that are in GS that are looking for a cluster, that are trying to look into the matching Android server and trying to poach all their players to join guilds, you're going to have to run through some version of this to try and guess where you're going to be. So Pogi is going to have to look into merging, is going to look into poaching people from this. But it also looks like the clusters are all changing. So this is my best estimate of your thing. And it's entirely possible that 28 gets pulled out into a new cluster. I think the crazy thing is looking at this is starting from here, from the 9 to 16 cluster. They are not playing at all with the same people. This is ridiculous how it's split up. Like, this player used to be playing with this player, and now they are 2 clusters apart. It's like, what the hell? And then if Vandet's estimation is right, where it jumps into 7 per 8, right here, this player would have normally been, or no, this player would normally have been playing with, oops, this guy. This guy would have been playing with this guy. And now he's not. They're on different clusters at all. So they are completely splitting things up here. Oh man, this is going to be a very interesting merge for everybody that's outside of the first 16 servers. Very, very interesting. So yeah, Bold is really unhappy with this cluster staying the same, and I understand that. That's right, BIOS. They gotta join their Android overlords. Take that. T909 is merging with, what is it called? Okay, I'm gonna do this with a calculator. It is merging with S701. So you will be GT909, or you'll be T909? No, H909. No? You won't be. You'd be like H80 something. Oh god, that doesn't even make sense. I don't know how far the highest merge is. Okay. 920. Wait, so T909 is actually in GT. Wait, no, that's not right. Huh? It's like GT 120 something, so you're not even there yet. Chinese servers are... Let's find out. I kept this open. Chinese servers are not merging. New cluster will still be 1153. I don't know how high the GT servers go. That's why I'm not sure how to multiply this. Yeah, the Chinese servers are just working. Because they don't need to merge. If you look at how their servers are done, there's basically just the one massive server and then the one side server. And that's it. And I don't think they're getting any new players on this server. All right, let me take a look at Andrew's math. So Andrew's pattern is to like skip 2. And then how the heck did he come up with this? Let me see. What? Why did it all of a sudden quit? Okay, so Excel doesn't want to show itself anymore, so I can't show it. I can't even show mine anymore. Yig T4 or a second Vivienne? I just don't really recommend people make Yig unless they are already super established with where they are. Yig is just too hard to optimize. Alright, so according to this, Pogi's GT27 would go into GT, or GS27 would go into GT47. I mean, something to this effect. Alright, alright. I don't know why I can no longer share my Excel anymore, by the way. 530. It should be... Let me see here. Just for fun. What does it say? No, that's old. It should still say 500 minutes. Lore or veg? Definitely veg. The cluster would still be GT1 to 48. Or GH1 to GH48. No, that's the wrong game. 459 minutes. That's 7.5 hours. Man, I may already be at work by the time this ends. Jesus. Sage, you'll be able to choose through both of them. You'll be able to... Vank Medusa is trash. Medusa is really, really trash. You may want to consider taking lower tier heroes up from 6 stars. So like Ripper, Reaper. I'm surprised you don't have any Verthondis or Freyas. You should be using those. You cannot be using 5 stars on that team. They're not useful. Blank, they have said that you cannot cross log in. So you will still only be able to log in from your original account. So Android and iOS still has to log in with the same thing. Let me see if I can find it. They mentioned it somewhere in the Facebook. How did I pass 585? I did it originally with Unity in the old style before the Aura change. I didn't have a Kurt when I did it. But most people are doing it with double Kurt or double Skulls. It's very true. Their merging leaves everything is going to change. Nothing is smart. Nothing is done correctly. Like, looking even at this, which may or may not be right, just looking at how things are split up and how the servers are split up, nothing is right. Roses, instead, I'm going to make Arwen. I'm going to make Arwen T4 next, and it's going to take me a while. But I may force it. I don't think I have enough flags to force it, though. Alright. They probably will increase guild numbers with this change. I imagine they're... Well, maybe not this time, but they will have to do something with that. They definitely will need to revamp guilds a little bit, because there's going to be a lot of mergers going on, and we will see what happens. It looks bad. Alright, so I think I've got the general questions answered. Veg is good for burst teams especially, but still very good in general. Veg is very good in general, but he enables burst very well. My Vivienne is using Speed Rune, T1 Attack, no, T1 Speed, T3 Control Resist, and a Tears of the Goddess. And that's untested. I just kind of throw it on there. No, Muhammad, it is not. It is this chest. So you get to choose one of these 8 heroes for free. Which is the note over there, which is what I'm saying. Yeah, Jorgenis, we opened some Pokemon cards and I got a Rainbow Alchemy. It's my first Rainbow Rare ever. I'm really happy I got it. And the rest of the stuff was whatever. Alright, I think that's going to be all for me tonight. We will at least still get the Nostradamus spoilers in 3 and some odd hours. 3 hours and 20 minutes. Never mind, they told us. Day 1 you get Phoenix Stones. Day 2 you get a 6-star carrier chest. Day 3 you get a... How much is it worth? I don't know, $6? Something like that. It just looks cool. Like $6. How do you build Scold? The default build is Attack Rune and Attack T1 and Energy. But you can change it depending on what you need. I change her T1 to Speed when I'm doing Den because I need her to be faster than Phoenix is, but... Black Spirit, no, there still will be, but as I've mentioned, the sneak peek videos are going to be delayed by 6 hours because I'm at work. I have a new job, so I'm now working during the hours when I would normally put up the video. And so it's going to be delayed by 6 hours now. People have said I should still do them, so I will continue to do them, but they will be slower. Alright, I am going to go get dinner then. And if you have more questions, you are welcome to visit the Discord. I think we've got most of this figured out now. And all we need to see is if the game loads up, how well they did it. Nobody knows if everything will be done right or not. My Excel and Discord, ask Envision for his, because his looks to be a little bit more accurate. Or he figured out a pattern that fits. Mine did not. Alright. Good night, guys. I'll see you next time. That'll be tomorrow, actually. Alright. See you guys next time.